Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a really good day today. So this video is about what has your person realized in regards to your connection. What epiphanies have they have already, and what is it that they are processing or working through or going through in regards to your connection. So today we have 3 piles. We have the Alchemia Tarot with the True Love Amethyst heart, which is beautiful. I chose crystals today that are all very sparkly because I was just in a very sparkly mood, as you can tell. We have the second pile, which is a new deck by Ciro Marchetti. You may be aware of some of his decks. He has a whole series of them. And this is a very cool deck. It's called the Mystic Palette Tarot. And we have this very gorgeous Smokey Quartz, which is very shiny. I'm just distracted by the shininess. And we also have the third pile, which is the Gentle Heart Tarot with this gorgeous quartz cluster. So I feel like this is beautiful. Also, all these crystals are available for purchase. If you guys are interested in them, you can just send me a message, or you can check to see down below in the description box if they're still available. If they're sold, I'll write sold. But if they're available, then you'll see it says available. So anyway, feel free to pick your pile, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, everybody. Welcome, pile 1. You have chosen this gorgeous Amethyst True Love heart, which is very sparkly and beautiful. You have also chosen the Alchemia Tarot card deck, which I love. It's a very special deck from Japan, so it's very cool. I like how it has like a fantasy element to it, which is like very beautiful. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and channel your person, and this is going to be a reading in regards to what have they already realized about you and your connection. What have they processed already? What kind of epiphanies have they had, and what growth experiences have they had in regards to you? How far have they come? And maybe what is coming up for them to realize in the near future in regards to your connection. Usually these are romantic readings, just so you guys know. So this is usually like a romantic reading. You can sometimes apply these to business relationships or family dynamics or friendships, but usually this is like romantic love. All right, so I'm going to pick 5 cards for what your person has already realized or gone through in regards to you right now. So your person has already realized how sexually attracted to you they are. See, this is why this is a romantic reading. So I get the Ace of Fire or Ace of Wands, which is usually a very sexual card symbol. So your person has definitely already realized how sexually attracted to you they are. So they are not in denial about that, and they have very much accepted that. Your person has already realized that things, either you guys are in separation or you have ended things already. It seems like they're already very aware, or they've already realized with the Ten of Swords that either things have to come to an end or that they had to end things. It seems like they realized that they had to do this. So if you guys are in separation, or maybe breakups that had to happen in the distant past, it seems like they were aware that you guys had to separate or break up, and that had to happen. It seems like they already, the Moon card is that they've already started trusting their intuition, but I also feel like they may be very aware too if they are struggling with any addictive qualities or patterns in their life, that they may be aware. They may have some self-awareness in regards to, or acceptance in regards to, like some addictive patterns. There may be some addictive patterns or cycles in this connection that they're aware of, and they don't want toxic cycles. Or they may have accepted or realized that in the past, if there was something toxic going on, that's why things had to end. For some of you, I get that they're also very aware. They've accepted that they're sad about this. So some people are in denial about their feelings, or they want to repress them or push them away. This person is not doing that, or at least they're not doing that anymore. So they have realized that this ending, even if they were confused, it seems like that they realized that this ending causes them too much pain. So if in the past they have ended things with you, they have realized that to be in separation from you or to end things with you causes them too much pain and suffering. And so it seems like they don't want to do this. For some others of you, since this is a general reading and there are multiple people watching, this is also that they may feel like they had to end things because they felt like it would cause too much pain to others. This sometimes applies to people if you're involved in a third-party situation. This is not to surprise you to have you guys have this as new information. This would be like if you're aware that you're with somebody or have feelings for someone and either you or they are dating other people and this is already out in the open for you too. So this would be a situation where they may feel like they didn't want to hurt other people. Also, they're very aware that I feel they want to fight for this connection, or they at least want to fight for something that is in this connection. So like I get the Five of Fire, so they may want to fight for the friendship, or they may want to fight for the romantic love, or they may want to, resolve conflict in this connection. But it does seem like what they have realized already is they are very aware that they would like to fight for something important in regards to this dynamic with you. So with the Five of Wands, it seems like they would like to fight for this. For those of you who are in a third-party situation, if you are the one that's dating other people, they may want to fight for you. This can be a competition or a competitive card where they would like to fight for you. So there is that dynamic. Or if you guys have a situation in your life where you guys are like in a makeup breakup situation, they may want to have peace. So it seems like they would like to not fight when it comes to your dynamic together. This is a Gentle Heart Tarot. I'm going to shuffle the cards and get 5 more and see what else have they realized in regards to your dynamic and in regards to your connection. So, they have realized that there is a divine timing for everything. I get the Wheel of Fortune, where they know that at some point in the future, your time will come back around together. I feel like that they are waiting and that they have realized that timing is very important in this dynamic and they are waiting for the right timing. I get the Knight of Swords. I feel like they have realized that they would like to communicate this to you. So I do feel like that there is a communication that is coming soon between you and your person. And it seems like they've realized how important the timing very much is in this dynamic, and they feel comfortable sharing this with you, or they want to share this with you. It also seems like with the Four of Swords that they're wanting to be able to, they've realized they need some rest and some rejuvenation. They need to really recharge their batteries, and they're needing some time to heal. I get the Sun card. They've realized how much happiness you bring them and how happy they are when they're with you and together with you and how much fun you guys have together. So that's beautiful. And they're also aware that they go back and forth. So if their energy is hot and cold, or if they're demonstrative and then shy, or they pull back, that they're aware that their energy is back and forth with you. And what do I want to do now? Here we go. I'm going to do the Twin Flame Journey Tarot with this. I want to know 5 more tarot cards before we get to some oracle cards about what have they realized already in regards to your dynamics and in regards to your connection together. So they have realized just how much happiness you bring them. This is a 10 of Cups card that says contentment and joy. So it seems like they are very aware of how happy you are together. So that is beautiful. I get the 2 of Coins yet again, which represents balancing act. So they're aware that they need to balance their life more, or they need more balance in their life. And then the Queen of Pentacles, which is a nurturing energy. They're aware of how nurturing you are to them. So they are very aware of how happy you make them and how much they need to balance their energy with you. And I get the Queen of Cups, So for you guys, not all of you, but if you're involved in a third party situation and you're aware of it, I do get 2 queens here. So either they are feeling like they need to balance their energy between their head and their heart, or it seems like they may have discovered that they're trying to balance their energy between the 2 of you, or they may need to be making a decision between the 2 of you. Yes, and then I get the King of Swords. So I get a king to 2 queens. So I do get that they are needing to make a decision between the 2 of you, or they're needing to make a decision where they're able to integrate their energy with their head and their heart. So I get the King of Swords there. And this is regardless of gender. So it seems like there may be 2 people in this connection that they have a feminine energy, and then there's one of more of like a masculine energy. So this is interesting. I'm going to go with the fairies, and I'm going to see what cards come out in regards to this connection for what have they already realized in regards to you. So they have realized, if you guys have taken a trip together, they have realized this card on the trip. They have realized just how much they love you. So I get the travel card and the love life card. So they have realized just how much they love you if you guys have taken a trip together in the past. So for those of you watching that have taken a trip with your person recently or in the past, it seems like that's when they've realized that they loved you. And I'm going to do this later. I'm going to do Romance Angels now. This is what your person has realized already about the dynamic and the connection. They have realized that there are some red flags in this connection. So they have concerns. So they are aware that they are concerned or have worries in regards to this connection. It seems like what they're worried about is how happy you guys are together with the honeymoon card. And it seems like they're afraid that the honeymoon period between the 2 of you would not last. They're afraid that you guys are just caught up in each other and the love that you guys feel for each other and the euphoria, and that they are afraid that the honeymoon period will not continue on. And this is another card that says that they're realizing just very much how much they do love you with the love card. And I know it says new love, but I don't say I never read it as a new person coming in, but I always, or most of the time I read this, and in this case I am reading this as that they're aware that they love you. So again, they're very much aware that they love you, even though there are a lot of red flags or worries or concerns that they have in regards to this connection. Not this one yet. So this is the unicorns, and this is what your person has already realized in regards to this connection. They have accepted and realized that your differences are okay. So some people, they feel, or in relationships, it's natural and normal and psychologically normal for, or usually we are drawn to people where we are the same with them. And then we can feel threatened by their differences because we want to feel safe. In this particular case, it seems like they actually celebrate the differences you guys have, and it seems like they love that you guys have differences. So they're saying that your differences together are okay, and that they like that you guys don't have to be the same because they love how you are different than them. Also, they again, they're very, very happy when they think about you. They have a lot of happy thoughts about you, and they're very aware. They have realized just how happy you are, how happy you make them, how happy they are with you, and just how much they want to be with you. And it seems like they get happy when they talk to you. The hello and goodbye card, it seems like they realize how happy they are when they say hi to you and when they talk to you, and they love talking with you. Now this is going to be an interesting deck to connect to what have they realized about you and your connection? They feel like they are very mature. They feel like they've realized they want to handle this in a very mature way. And they don't want to do something impulsive or stupid or immature with this connection. They don't want to be careless with it. So I get the mature man card. I feel like that they feel that they are dealing with this in a mature way, and that they've realized they want to be mature when it comes to this connection. And it seems like, connected to the red flags card, it seems like they're aware that they have a lot of concerns. So the message of concern card is that it seems like they're trying to be mature with their worries, not let them get the best of them, but they're also trying to just be very practical when it comes to this connection as well. That might be because of trauma. Or it might be wise. So, this is the relationship deck. So what has your person realized in regards to this connection? If there was fighting with that Five of Wands card that came up earlier, it seems like they have realized that they forgive you, or they would like for your forgiveness if there is arguing between the two of you. Also, they're very aware of how much they would like to control the outcome, and they're very aware of how in control of themselves they would like to be. So there is that. Now I want to go into these messages from your person. I want to go into what emotions have they accepted in regards to this connection. Okay, so it connects to the very first card we got in this spread. They have accepted that they are very passionate towards you. So they've accepted their sexual passion. And they have accepted that you inspire them, and they love the creativity in this connection, whether you inspire them to be creative or whether you're a very creative person and they love that. But it seems like they have accepted emotionally that you're very inspirational, or they're accepting their inspiration because of you, which is very beautiful. So this is what they've accepted, or what they've realized already. What they've realized already in regards to the message of love card, in regards to you. It seems like they've realized that they have a lot of regrets. So they've realized the regrets that they have in this connection. Regretting things that they didn't do, or things they did wrong, or they regret how they treated you, or they regret how things didn't go a certain way between the two of you, that kind of connection. And then the here and now card. So it seems like that they definitely, they're regretting how things are right now between the two of you. So they wish things were different. This is what they would like to tell you at this time. What does your person want to say to you? They're very, very attracted to you. So they have a lot of desire for you. They want to tell you just how much they desire you. Definitely. They may be very open with you, and you may already be very aware of this, and or they may be somebody that likes to keep things to themselves, and it's important that you get this confirmation that they are attracted to you. Even if they can't even face you or look at you right now, it seems like their attraction to you is very strong, and they're having a hard time with it, and they may be even resisting their attraction, but that is very strong and it's there. There we go. So there's a lot of repetitive messages in regards to this pile. Again, they've accepted their attraction to you, and they also deeply want you. So, and I feel like that's important for my piles, my people that are in separation with their person right now. They may need to hear this message is why. So there is this. And I have two card decks, one called In the Shadows and then one called The Hidden Truth. I want to know, what does your person's higher self want to tell you in regards to this connection? What have they realized? It seems like in the past, they may have had situations or times where they didn't care. And so if that was the case, it seems like that they accept it. They've realized that there were times when they didn't care. Ah, there we go. I was like, that's confusing. All right. They didn't care about the restrictions or the taboo energy around this connection, because they said that there were times where where all of their inhibitions went out the window because they were fantasizing about you. So I feel like that this is like when you want somebody so much and you hold yourself back from them, and then there's a moment in that tension where somebody just kind of throws it all out the window and they're like, you know what, I don't even care anymore. I'm just going to go for this. So it seems like they didn't care about the outcomes or the consequences. They wanted to fantasize about you. They wanted to be with you. They were fantasizing about being together. So, and they may even fantasize about not caring about what people think. So there is this. But they have realized already, and they realize that. They realize that they tossed all their concerns, that message of concerns card, they tossed all their concerns out the window. Yeah, definitely some of you are dealing with somebody that is hiding who they really are from you. Like they're hiding their vulnerabilities. They're not telling you how they feel. They are kind of trying to keep it to themselves. They may even hide parts of themselves that they feel like you would reject or that you wouldn't love. And so they may be trying to be perfect. They may be trying to only show you the best parts of them, that kind of connection. They've also accepted that they love you unconditionally, and it seems like that they always will. So that is beautiful. What have they accepted? This is a big deck. I usually don't let them fly out just because it's so huge, but sometimes they do anyway. Okay. They have accepted that you're the one. And that in here, it also says love. So they've accepted that they're in love with you and that you're the one for them. And they have accepted that they don't want to give up on this connection. And they've accepted that they've realized that when you're not in their life, that they feel very abandoned. And they've realized that they don't want to abandon you and that they don't want to give up on this connection because you're the one for them. So it seems like they have definitely realized, kitty, 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 no please, no please. This is my crazy cat Lucky. He comes to a lot of these readings, messing them all up with his mischief and his claws. Hey buddy, why don't you go somewhere else? Go somewhere else. Go play with that. And let's see what else. Ah, this one. What have they realized already about you? It seems like if they feel like they have to part ways with you until the right timing comes in, that they may be stubborn. It seems like that they are a very stubborn person with the standing firm card. And it also seems like the parting ways card. So it seems like right now, again, between needing to make a decision between the two queens, and needing to have the right timing, and all the love cards and the sexual attraction cards that keep coming up repetitively for you guys that they've accepted. It seems like they're accepting now, or they've realized now, that they have a lot of defense mechanisms and that they are stubborn. They're very aware that they're being stubborn about something. And it also seems like the parting ways, or this even says separation and the heartache card. So they're very aware, and they've realized that parting ways with you in this separation leads to heartbreak for them. And it also seems like they may feel like they're accepting or realizing that they're being stubborn in regards to being in separation. So it's a very interesting dynamic with this pile. But as advice for you, because I hope this helps you, pile one, but as advice for you, I have the Angel Therapy deck, and I want to pull, or I want to have 2 to 3 cards in regards to like what advice does Spirit or angels want to give you at this time in regards to this connection. So this is separate from what they're realizing. This is basically like, what advice does Spirit have for you right now? Here we go. So, number 1, they want you to do whatever is true for you spiritually in regards to asking for help. Have you asked your angels for help with this? They're saying pray or manifest or intend or light a candle or do whatever ritual you guys feel in regards to surrendering and turning things over to God, or surrendering and turning things over to spirit, or praying to ask for help from your angels, that kind of thing. So it seems like they want to help you and they need your request. And then the ear chakra is listen to their reply. So, and also you may need to listen to your person. The ear chakra is about like really, really listening. So ask your angels for help and then listen to their response, and even listen to your partner. A lot of times people tell us exactly who they are and exactly what they're wanting. And sometimes it's hard for us to listen, but it seems like asking for help will help you. So that is all I have for you, my beautiful pile ones. I hope you have a lovely day. I wish the best for you and your person. It does seem like they have had a lot of realizations in regards to you, a lot of them being very romantic and a lot of them being very passionate. So I wish you all the best with your connection, and until next time, take care. Hi everybody, welcome pile 2. You have chosen this gorgeous, very, very, very sparkly, I love this so much, Smoky Quartz. It's huge and it's absolutely beautiful. So, good choice. Today we are focusing, I'll put this in frame for you to see it all sparkly and pretty. So today we're basically going to be focusing on what has your person already realized in regards to you and this connection. Today I'm going to be shuffling and working with first the tarot deck that you selected. This is a very cool deck by Ciro Marchetti, the Mystic Palette Tarot. What I love about it is this is actually a custom deck from my friend Jeff, who sent it to me because Ciro sent me 2 decks, one in color, one in sepia, and I gave the color deck to my mommy because she wanted it. And then for Christmas, and then so he sent me this one as a color deck to replace it, and he's so sweet, and I gave him the sepia one and we traded. So thank you, Jeff, for sending me this deck. This is a custom deck, which is cool. They actually monogrammed it for him with his initial, and they put his zodiac sign, his Leo sign, on it. So this is a very nice special deck that I can use from a sweet friend, as well as it's a new deck. So if you guys like Ciro Marchetti's decks, you guys can go to his website and check it out. His decks are actually pretty cool because they're the first decks that I used, that combined the tarot meanings with astrology symbols, which is how I learned how to combine tarot and astrology in readings, which is very cool. So this deck is beautiful, and I'm excited. This is the very first time I'm ever using it on my channel. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So I'm going to pick 5 cards to start in regards to what is your person already realized in regards to you and your connection. And then I have a few more tarot decks I'll use, and then we have some oracle decks. We're going to get some messages from your person. I'm going to take all these. We're going to do some messages from your person, and we're also going to do some advice for you. So, oh, and also this Smoky Quartz, to me, I know that there's so many different definitions of crystals and what they're meaning and how they're helping and everything. But what I've always learned with Smoky Quartz is it's very, very strong in regards to past life energy. So they say that if you hold a Smoky Quartz, it should be able to connect you to your past lives. So I love this, legend. And for you guys who picked the Smoky Quartz crystal, I feel like that you and this person have very strong past life connections and very strong past life energy. So I do feel like there's a very strong soulmate bond between the two of you. So I love this. And also the Smoky Quartz is just so grounded. It's so I want to say weighty, it's so very, very grounded and heavy. So I feel like that this is a connection that can really stand the test of time because it's strong and solid and sturdy and has substance to it, which is great. And there's a big foundation here. So that's just some additional messages that I'm picking up between you and your person, just in general with this connection. For this, so I was going to pick 5, but I'm just going to take them all. First I get the 8 of Wands. I get the King of Swords. I get the Hierophant. I get the Emperor. I get the Six of Cups. I get the Three of Cups. I get the Chariot. I'm going to move this out of frame. And then I'm going to use this as the indicator card because it's gone across this whole spread. And then this is going to be a main point of exactly what they've realized about you and this connection that they have with you. And also just as a general message for you guys too, these readings are more for like, what is a romantic connection between you and your person? Because it can be for family dynamics or friendships, but this is usually, I'm reading this as what is it between a romantic partner with you or somebody you have romantic feelings for or like in a romantic sense. This is like less like of a family or coworker dynamic or that sort of thing. So this, okay. So this is a Devil card. And what I love about this card is, because lots of times people are like, oh, the Devil, I don't love that. This is hot. So the Devil card is very sexy, very passionate. This is like all the temptations, all the shadow sides. This person has no problem going to the darker spaces with you or to the shadow side spaces with you. This is somebody that can handle it. And this is somebody that's really done their own inner work with their shadow work. So this is somebody like that, like Smokey Quartz energy. It's like, this is somebody that has no problem going to the shadow side and being able to help you process or purge anything psychological that like you need to do. And also they're very aware. They've accepted a lot of stuff that they've been going through in their shadow work. So it seems like this is somebody that does their own therapy. This is someone that does their own work. And this is someone that's progressing a lot in regards to their own like internal development, which will lead to a healthier and stronger connection and dynamic between the two of you. So this is kind of like the indicator card of this. So I am in love with this for you guys. Very good. The Eight of Wands, it seems like they're very aware that they have great communication with you. So this is a card of great communication and things speeding up and very quickly. I get the King of Swords. Again, this is somebody that's a very strong communicator. It seems like they are just very grateful for all of your communications and conversations. So that's great. I get the Hierophant. This is a marriage card or a strong relationship card. It seems like what they've realized is how happy they are and how safe that they feel in regards to how you guys talk about relationships and how you guys talk about your relationship. So it seems like they've actually had a lot of realizations about marriage and relationships and partnerships because of you and involving you. I get the Emperor, and this represents that they have realized that they are embracing and accepting their very, very strong dominant masculine energy. I'm getting extremely strong masculine cards for this, like the Devil, the King of Swords, the Hierophant, the Emperor. These are all very strong masculine energy cards. And so again, this can represent even like women that have strong masculine energies. But I would say in this particular case, this is most likely I'm channeling somebody that's in the body of a man and somebody that's more of like a traditional strong man, like an alpha man or like a very strong dominant man. So this is someone that's really having no problem, or what they've really realized is how much they've accepted their own masculinity in this connection and in themselves, which is great. I like the Six of Cups. It seems like they love how they've reconnected with you. So this may be a connection, because I feel like this is a long-term connection. I don't feel like this is a new connection. Because the Six of Cups usually represents like reconnecting with somebody from the past. So I feel like that this is somebody where like maybe there's been separation and they've reconnected with you. I don't feel like you guys are in separation now. And I don't even feel like the separation was really that traumatic with these cards, but maybe just like life kind of brought you in each other's lives. But it seems like that they're very happy that they've reconnected with you because the Three of Cups represents celebration and happiness, which is lovely. And the Chariot again, which is interesting because this reading seems bookend by two cards of travel. The Eight of Wands, which is a communication card of like a surge of energy and things speeding up, is also very much a travel card. And the Chariot is also a card about like moving forward fearlessly and travel. So Now I'm going to shuffle the Alchemia Tarot, and we're going to see what else have they realized right now about this connection. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take these. I love the first card that came out. This is the Nine of Cups, which is a card of wishes come true. So it seems like what they're very aware of is just how much you are a wish come true for this person. So they are very aware you are an answered prayer. I love the Strength card. They're very aware of their own strength in this connection, but I also feel like this is you. They're very aware of their own strength and your strength. So interesting, just all the strong cards. King of Swords, Hierophant, Emperor, Strength. Like there's a lot of strong, passionate energy here. That's very beautiful. I get the Judgment. They're very aware that there does need to make a decision about this connection, or maybe they're realizing that they've just made a decision about this connection. And I love the Nine of Coins. It also seems like if there is some creative projects or some business things that you are doing together with this person, it seems like they're aware that you are somebody that is compatible with or complements or helps their career or has a good, strong connection with their finances. So I would say that this is primarily a romantic connection, but there is also a secondarily financial helping that can happen here. So I would say this is not like a coworker situation primarily, but I would say that there is definitely some kind of benefit financially that can happen in this connection. And it seems like they have realized that they have made strong choices in regards to financial decisions between in this connection. Wow, I got the Chariot twice. So again, that's a card of travel and moving forward. And this is the Good Tarot deck. So I'm going to take these. Okay. So card that starts off is a Chariot. They have realized that they would love to travel with you. If they have not yet traveled, they would love to travel with you, or take a trip with you or travel to see you. I get the Ace of Fire, which is great. This is that they've accepted and they've realized this very strong passion they have for you sexually, as well as the, this is like an impulsive card, so they may feel like they're just so drawn to see you right away. So it seems like they would like to see you immediately, and they're very passionate about seeing you. The Nine of Coins comes up twice, so I get this a second time. It seems like, again, they would like to see you, and it seems like that right away they would either like to earn the money to do this, or they would like to invest the money in doing this, because it seems like they would like to invest in you. And they've accepted that, they've realized that. And then the Seven of Coins, they also are patient though if they need to do this a little bit over time or in the right timing, but it does seem like the resources are there for them to be able to connect with you and see you. The Two of Fire card is the Two of Wands, which again I always see as a sexual energy, so I feel like that they've realized just how much sexual energy they have for you. The Four of Swords, they also feel like there may need to be some resting time or some recuperating time. Maybe for you, they may have realized that you need some healing time, or you may need some resting time, because the Four of Swords card comes up in a second row or an additional row separate from kind of them, but they may have realized just how much nurturing you might need or how you nurture them, because I get the Queen of Water or Queen of Cups, which is very beautiful. So I feel like either they're very aware that you need healing and resting and rejuvenating, or that you are just so nurturing to them that you rejuvenate their soul when they are with you. So that is beautiful. Now we're going to get to some oracle cards. So this is, what has your person already realized in regards to your connection? It seems like this pile is actually, the first pile seemed like they were more in separation or had some more struggles. This card pile actually seems lovely. It seems like they've realized they come into their empowerment with you and they are ready to charge ahead with you. So that's beautiful. They are realizing that they get some exercise card. It seems like that they would like to get their physical body in optimal performance to help your love life with the Love Life card. So they may want to get physical with you, active with you, like they may be somebody that wants to like run or dance or be like active. Sexually passionate is an exercise. So it seems like that they would like to do that. I don't feel like they're out of shape at all with all these very strong, dominant, like Emperor, King of Swords, Hierophant, like energy cards. So I don't feel like that they are somebody that has done nothing and that they, you know, are just like a homebody that does nothing physically. I feel like they definitely do physical energy stuff. So I don't feel like they want to get back into shape, but I feel like that they thrive on being active and that they love incorporating that, and they would like to share that with you, or have fun activities like that with you with the Love Life card and Exercise card. It seems like they have admitted their true feelings to themselves finally, or now, which is great. So that's lovely. So they have realized their true feelings about you to themselves, and yet again I get the additional card of travel. So this is like the third card of travel. So this may be a long distance connection. And it does seem like that they would like to travel to see you, or they would like to travel with you. So that is cool. I want to look at Romance Angels now. So what has your person realized in regards to this connection? They have realized that they did a good job expressing their love to you, and that they would like to express their love to you. So they've realized they would like to express their love to you. They would like to make a romantic gesture. Okay, we'll take all these. They have realized that they would like to give your relationship a chance. This is a lot of them. I feel like they've realized they would like to have more heart-to-heart conversations with you and how much they enjoy them. They've realized how much you deserve love and how much they want to express their love to you. They have realized that they would like to have an open mind in regards to relationships and the dynamic you guys have. They've realized just how nice the friendship is between the two of you, and how they would like to let you help them. And during the time periods that you do have to retreat, I don't feel like you guys are in separation, but like if you guys are long distance, for instance, for those of you in a long distance connection, it seems like that even though you guys may be long distance, that they have a lot of optimism about their love life with you. So that is great. I never take all these Romance Angel cards. Usually I limit them, but today we're just going to take whatever happens. So we're just going to roll with it. So I like it. All right. I would like to take the Unicorn deck. So what has Pile 2's person realized about them? Or their connection together? I love this. Okay, I'm not taking these though. I am taking these. So the first card that flipped out, face up, is the Best Friends card, and that connects to the Let Your Friends Help You card. So it seems like they have realized that you guys are best friends as well as romantic partners. It seems like they would like to try something new with you. So they may have realized something new they would like to introduce into this connection, or something new they would like to do with you. So that sounds like fun and exciting, like a date or like an activity or maybe something active. It seems like, or something passionate. It seems like they'd like to try something new, do something with you that they've never done before. I feel like this is like a fun new activity they want to do, like a fun date. And then I get the Practice card. So it also seems like if they are an athlete, they may want to do some like athletic practices with you, or some musical practices with you, like practicing instruments. It seems like they would like to do something with you that takes practice. They're saying that's like a skill. So they may want to try a new skill with you, or help you with a new skill. So this is very cool as well. What they have realized about you with the Messages of Love card, what they have realized in this dynamic, in this connection. This is like a very strong connection. I would say that if you guys are not in a very strong connection with your person, this may not be your pile, because this one seems very peaceful. It seems very trauma-free. It seems very clear, very passionate, and not of split mind whatsoever. So this is beautiful. This is so funny. I get the Denial card. It seems like they may have realized that they were in denial about how important this connection is to them. So they may have realized like that they were in denial of their feelings for you, or of how strong this connection is, because they don't seem like they are in denial about that anymore. And I get the integrity card. So it seems like they are very aware that this relationship is in alignment to their integrity and to their morals. And that seems like maybe they were in denial about maybe even like who you were. And that now they've discovered more about like who you are. And that makes them feel very confident and safe in this connection, which is very, 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 very beautiful. So they are very interested and happy with you. Yes. Okay. So it seems like they are very realizing their intuition. So they're definitely getting a lot of intuitive messages. It does seem like they've accepted their rejection wounds in their life. And it seems like that they can, or they may have realized or accepted or realized that they have in the past been obsessed with people who've been rejecting of them. But it seems like that they now see that this connection is in integrity with who they are, and that this is a new experience for them, a corrective experience. So it does seem like that they are pretty infatuated with you. I'm not, well, okay, I can't say that it's not. Because I mean, we did get the devil card. So I can't say that they're not like obsessed with you to a way where like they're very into you, but I would say that it doesn't seem to be abusive or harmful. So I would say this is if you feel like you're in an abusive relationship with your partner, that this is also not your pile. Because I feel like that this is like a fun, romantic, sexy obsession. It's like when you get wrapped up in the infatuation of being with a person. Or maybe they're obsessed with the idea, or they're like very excited about the idea of something in this connection. So I would say that this is not like an abusive tone whatsoever. In regards to what they have realized, exactly. See, like they've realized that you are a supportive energy to them. And they've really, I feel like they really kind of realized like who you are. And that's something that's like very beautiful. So they've realized that like you are a lovely soul who is supportive of them, and that they see that. And it seems like they have realized that they want to forgive in this connection. So I don't feel like, okay. If you guys in the past, I don't feel like you guys are in separation now at all. If in the past you guys had gone through a separation, not in the recent past, but like in the long-term past, it does seem like that they, okay, and also, all right, so two things. One, if they, if life had just drawn you guys apart in some way, I feel like they want to have forgiveness from you in regards to, or they may have self-forgiveness in regards to not always being able to be there in the past. Also, I feel with the retreat card and the forgiveness card, that I also feel like that this really connects to if you guys are in a long distance connection and they're not always able to be present with you all the time whenever you're wanting to be with them or need them, that they're also wanting your forgiveness for the times when they're a little unavailable. And I don't feel like that they're highly unavailable, and I don't feel like it's like an excessive feeling like where you're really sad and longing for them and they're not at all there, because I'm not getting that that's the feeling you guys are experiencing. But I do feel like with this, it's more like they may feel like they want to take care of you more, and so that might be more of the tone. So if that's the case, and again, I'm not getting a suffering. So this is, what does your person want to say to you right now? What messages do they have for you right now? So they may still feel, and I'm not actually getting a lot of cards that represent a lot of insecurity, but okay. I think with this connects to this card. They're saying, do you even see me that way? And what I feel with this connection is, do you even see my love for you? So they're wanting to make sure that you're always very sure and very aware of their love for you and how much, because they're saying, I feel the same way as you. So it seems like they're wanting to make sure, are you, like, do you really see all the ways that they love you? Do you always feel that they love you? Because they do feel the same that you feel for them. Yeah, and then love is the answer card comes out. So that's what I'm getting. They're saying that they want to let you know that they do have feelings for you, even if they aren't always available, or even if they're distracted or working or long distance or whichever, and that they do feel the same way you feel for them, that they definitely have a lot of love for you. And again, I get the strength card, which is strong, and just that they have a lot of very, very strong love for you there, which is very nice and it's very passionate, and I love this. So that is very good. I want to see what their higher self wants to tell you with the Shadows deck. What does their higher self want to say? The I forgive you card. So if there was anything that you did to them, this is that they do forgive you, even though, again, I'm not getting betrayal in this pile. Okay. And also it seems like they forgive you for when you don't know what to say to them, or if because I do get the fact that, like, with the Four of Swords card, Four of Air with the Queen of Water, if you yourself have gone through a tough time, they're saying that they're like, don't worry about it. I forgive you. I'm not mad at you. If you need to take some time for yourself, if you've needed to process some stuff alone, you know, if you don't know what to say to me, or if you don't know how to share that with me, that I'm not mad at you. I forgive you for that. That's fine. You're so easy to see through. So they're like, don't worry about it if you don't know what to say. I already know you. I already know what you're going through. I already know your heart. I know your truth, and it's beautiful. So if you're feeling that you haven't been able to show up in that way because you've been going through a little bit of stuff, that they're like, don't worry, I know you. I already get it. So they feel very connected to you in this way. Their higher self wants to say, I love you. So that's beautiful. So I love that. And I want to tell you how I feel. So it seems like they would love to still, you know, share all that beautiful, beautiful love with you. So I love that as well. And then I feel like this is such a very strong, concise, very in alignment reading. I'm just going to get couple of advice cards for you, pile 2, as we close this session. I get the manifestation power card. So they're just saying that for you, whatever you want to have in this connection, not only can you like manifest it, they're saying manifest it, but also I feel like you can manifest it with this person. I feel like they're in so much in alignment with you that they would actually even want to like participate in any kind of like prayer or manifestation or rituals to like bring great things into this partnership. I feel like I feel like you guys are very strong together and like are a power couple. I don't feel like you guys are going through a tough time right now. I feel like you might be watching this just out of curiosity or for fun or out of confirmation, but it does seem like that with the manifestation power card, it seems like they would be happy to be like, hey, what do you want in this connection? Where do you want to go? What do you want to have in this? Let's manifest some great, exciting things. So there is that. If you yourself, pile 2, if you feel that you are triggered by any stuff that comes up in regards to your parents or them, you may be processing or healing some, you know, just like childhood wounds or parent stuff that might come up. So it seems like that they are a very supportive partner. I get best friend energy with this connection. So I also feel like that they are here to listen to you like a best friend, and you could say anything to this person and they could say anything to you. So if you're feeling triggered by your family or them, that you guys could share that with each other and just be a great, strong, supportive energy, which is nice. And I get the God box as well. So if you do feel like there's any way that they may trigger you in regards to your parents, that you can turn it over to so what a God box is basically like you journal and you write down stuff that are worries or concerns that you have or emotional difficulties you've been processing, and then you like put it in a box and you say like, I'm just turning that over to God, or I'm just turning that over to spirit. So it's kind of like you write a prayer or you write your stress and then you put it in a box and you just forget about it because you're like, all right, that's being taken care of now. I don't need to carry it anymore. So it's kind of like that. So that is what I have for you, pile 2. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you feel like this hasn't resonated with you, it may not be your pile. I do feel like this pile is for those of you who are going through like really strong, solid, long-term relationships that are going fairly well. I would say that this is, you can always pick another pile if it's not yours, or pick another reading. But I hope this resonated with you, and I will see you next time. So I hope you take care. See you later. Hi everyone, welcome to the reading today. Pile 3, you have chosen this beautiful quartz cluster, which is absolutely beautiful on this side, but also equally as sparkly and stunning and gorgeous on this side. So it glitters all around. So beautiful. And I think part of my favorite part of this is just like looking at the pretty crystals. So yay. We also have the Gentle Heart Tarot deck that you have selected as well, which is very beautiful. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and we're going to see the first 5 cards. This is going to answer the question of what has your person realized already in regards to your connection? And I'm also channeling this to be in a romantic way. So this would be not like a family member or like a platonic friend or like a coworker. This is going to be somebody that would be like a romantic partner to you or romantic energy connection. So this is what have they realized already in regards to, I like these, in regards to your connection, and what epiphanies have they had already about the two of you. So right now it seems like they've realized how much patience is required in this connection. So it seems like that they may have been very impatient about something regarding this connection, and they're realizing like, okay, I can't force it. I can't push this. This is something that just has to go in its own time, and things are set up and charted, and I can't force this connection. I need to just be patient. So this person has realized that they just have to be patient in this dynamic, especially when it comes to commitment, because the 7 of Cups represents how they would like to have a commitment, but they haven't been able to commit. So it seems like, or maybe this relationship hasn't been able to get to that level of commitment, because the 7 of Cups is about like they've realized their own needing to work on themselves when it comes to how do they commit or in regards to commitment issues. I get the 6 of Cups. So it definitely is about they're realizing how they have reconnected with you, or they would like to reconnect with you. If you guys don't have a commitment in their life, in your life together, in your partnership together, it seems like they really want to reconnect with you. And then the Moon. So it seems like they also have realized that they don't know everything, that they're trusting their intuition, and that they've realized they have to trust their intuition even though they're going into unknown territory, even though they don't understand what's going on. And it seems like that they are coming into an energy or a time where they need to trust their intuition and just how important that is, especially in regards to timing. All right, and this is the 5th card in this little section of the reading. So the Ace of Swords is beautiful. This is really about being able to communicate. So it seems like they realize that they need to communicate with you more in regards to commitment, in regards to reconnecting with you, in regards to timing of things, and they realize that they need to have a conversation. So that is very good. I am glad that Pile 3, your person realizes that they need to have a conversation with you regarding commitment. So that's cool. We're gonna go to the Alchemia Tarot. What has Pile 3's person realized about Pile 3? Okay. First card that flipped out is the 10 of Swords. It seems like they may have realized that they need to end something or stop doing something in their life, or there needs to be a completion or a wrapping up of something. So we'll see what that is. But it seems like they feel like they need to complete something, or they're realizing something about an ending. If you guys are in, I don't feel like you're in separation per se, but I feel like you may be in strained, or like you may be, I feel like that they're kind of having some realizations about this in-between time of not being able to commit. I get the Queen of Coins. It seems like they're very much realizing that you're very valuable and just how important that you are to them. I get the 6 of Coins, which represents they're also realizing that there's some financial thing that needs to happen with the two of you. Maybe you live together, maybe you pay bills together, maybe there's some kind of financial helping of each other, but it seems like they're making some, or they're having some epiphanies and realizations in regards to this energy dynamic where they're needing to make some decisions with you in regards to finances. I get the Knight of Wands, which represents they're realizing their very strong sexual connection to you and how much they want to like race in and how passionate they are for you. And again, I feel like a lot of this energy is like they've been wanting to rush forward and they're realizing they have to go slow. And I feel like that's kind of their realization that they've had, or they're needing to have more patience with this connection, even if they are eager or impatient or impulsive or that kind of energy. Like they are feeling like the Knight of Wands energy, even if they have fear of commitment, but they're realizing they have to be more patient and go slow and communicate to you about this, or communicate to you about like where they stand with it or what their feelings are or that. I get the Ten of Fire. It seems like they've realized that they do have a soul contract with you. And when I say soul contract, I mean they've realized that they have like a life purpose with you, or they have a special purpose with you that they have to fulfill. So this Ten of Wands, it seems like they're realizing that this is an important connection, just how valuable it is, and how I don't feel like they want to have a separation with you. It seems like they want to move forward with you. It seems like maybe they're trying to discover like exactly how to do that. And it seems like they're having some epiphanies and realizations about that, about how to proceed. No, I want you here. Okay. This is a Twin Flame Journey Tarot. This is more. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna take them all. About what they have realized. Yeah, because I get the Knight of Wands twice. So that's interesting. So they've realized how their impatience or their impulsivity can sometimes be getting the best of them in a way that does not work well for them. So it seems like with this Knight of Fire, that they're realizing just how passionate they feel for you, and also how much they have to go at a certain pace so that it can have stability and longevity and last the test of time. Interesting, with the Ace of Swords card that came up here, I'm getting the Ace of Swords again, twice. So it seems like, again, they're realizing, and they've had some breakthroughs in their awareness and some epiphanies in regards to communication. So this Ace of Swords card is very interesting in regards to what they've realized. So they've had some breakthroughs when it comes to the conversations you guys have had, or some epiphanies based on some things that you have said to them. So I'm going to put the Ace of Swords on the Ace of Swords card and the Knight of Wands card on the Knight of Wands card. So that's fantastic. What else comes up? Because I get the Hangman, which is a new perspective. I feel like that's kind of connecting to that Seven of Coins, which is about like feeling like they need to look at things a different way, or they need to be more patient here. They need a new perspective. I feel like again, the patience card with the Eight of Coins is like work in progress. I also feel like if they've been impatient in regards to wanting things to happen faster, or wanting you to be a certain way, or wanting to heal or grow or push this faster, it seems like they're having some realizations that like they're accepting that people grow and heal and make strides in their own time, and they can't force this, and that this is a relationship in progress, and that they have to work with what's here. I get the King of Coins, stability. So it seems like they're realizing just that they need to be more stable, or wanting to be stable. It's interesting how the King of Coins connects to the Queen of Coins. So it seems like they're realizing, and they have an epiphany, that they would like to have a very stable connection with you. They would like to have a commitment, but it seems like they need to grow towards that. They need to do all the legwork in order to create that and build that. I get the Magician. I get that they're praying for that. They're manifesting it. So it seems like they are wanting to have this with you. I feel like what this is, I feel like that this is like, you guys have a certain level of commitment. I feel like you're probably dating, you're probably in a relationship, but you guys haven't reached marriage level, and you haven't reached engagement level. So I feel like that this is for the people that are in a relationship and you're committed and you're wanting to build towards a much higher level of commitment, and how that needs to go slower. Because I get the King and Queen together, where I feel like they have the realization they would like to get there with you, and then all the building of that. But I don't feel like they're running away or straying off. I feel like they're just trying to get very practical and realistic in themselves about how do I build towards a marriage. because I feel like this connection is one that can get there, and they have that realization, and they've talked to you about this with the Ace of Swords, but it seems like they are kind of needing to go at a way that can create stability in this partnership for the long term. The Knight of Wands is interesting. There's also the Knight of Swords, which is decisive action. So I do feel like they've had this realization that they would like to take action and move it towards it this way and in this direction. I feel like maybe in the past with either you or other relationships, they've jumped in and then realized that that has not created stability in this partnership, and that they actually are wanting to create more stability in this partnership. So I think that's very interesting. So now I'm going to go to some oracle cards, and then we're going to go to some messages from your person to see what they want to say to you, and then we're going to go to some advice for you. So this is kind of what they've realized so far. In regards to fairies, what has pile 3's person realized about them? They've realized how important emotional healing is. I feel like they're either very aware that they need some more emotional healing in regards to this connection, or they may feel like your relationship needs to heal a little bit towards this. But it seems like they're very much aware, and they've realized that emotional healing is very important in this connection to build it in the direction they want to go. I get that your wish is granted, and that I feel like connects to that they have realized that this relationship has fulfilled a lot of areas and goals and desires in their life. I feel like they've realized that this is the type of relationship that they want to have, because it not only do they have feelings for you and they care for you and want to build this, but it seems like that they're very aware that this relationship is on paper the kind of relationship that can help kind of both of you achieve your goals and get your wishes to come true. So this is beautiful. I do feel like they are very aware that they want kids. I get the Sun card. So I feel like they've realized that they want a child, or they have had some realizations or epiphanies in regards to kids. And also I get the express your individuality. So they've also been very aware and realized that they need to embrace really who they are. And I feel like a lot of this emotional healing, Sun, individuality, I feel like also what they've realized too is they have been healing some childhood wounds where maybe they were not in the most supportive of environments, where their parents maybe were not able to celebrate their uniqueness and their individuality, but that you do, and that they're realizing just that it's okay for them to be themselves. So I think that's beautiful. What has pile 3's person realized in regards to pile 3? So it seems like what they've realized is they've realized just how much you deserve love, and they want to give it to you. They also feel like they've realized they need to have an important conversation with you for the times where they've withdrawn or retreated. Because I get the retreat card and the heart-to-heart conversations card. And I feel like this card really connects so much to the 2 Ace of Swords cards that we got. So I feel like they're aware that they haven't. And again, the retreat card connects to that 7 of Cups about commitment. So I feel like they're like, we know that we need to have a conversation with pile 3 in regards to like why I'm not always available. And I need to talk to pile 3 and communicate to them about why I go through this retreat period, or why I haven't been able to commit entirely, or why we need to build this connection in a slower way or methodical way, or that kind of thing. So I feel like they're very aware. What they've realized is they know they need to talk to you about this. So that is something that's very helpful and good. Let's see, the Unicorns deck. What does pile 3's person, what have they realized about pile 3? They are very aware that you guys have a great time together with the laughter card, and just how much fun you guys have together. They're very aware that this partnership makes them laugh like no other relationship. And it seems like they're very aware they would like to give you a surprise. They would like to surprise you with something that makes you happy, that makes you laugh. So it seems like they have discovered what they want to do for you in order to make you happy and to surprise you. So that is cool. So they've discovered a fun surprise they want to give you that's going to make you laugh and that's going to make you happy. Okay, we'll take these. And again, it's interesting that the healer card falls out right on top of the emotional healing card. So it does seem like they also are very aware they need some healing in themselves or in this connection. And I get the light card. It seems like, again, they feel like they want to give you some happy surprise that will make you laugh, because that's going to heal the connection and that's going to bring you guys to like a lighthearted energy in this connection. And if they feel like this relationship has been a little too depressive or pessimistic lately, that it seems like they would like, and I'm not getting a ton of like hardship cards, but there is the Moon and Hangman. So it seems like that they do, and the Ten of Swords. So it does seem like that they would like to lighten this connection up, and they would like to make this happier, and they would like to give that energy space. So that's good. For messages of love, what have they realized in regards to this connection? Okay. This is exactly so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. They're saying they realize that they need to wait in regards to marriage. So this is so fun. Okay. So this is kind of connecting to all the stuff we were talking about in this reading. They are saying that they want to have marriage with you, but they want to go slow. They want to wait. They want to build it in the right timing and all of that. So that's cool. So it's just confirmation for you that if you're wanting to marry them, that they're on the same page with you. And they're just wanting to build this in a way that's really, really like supportive and healthy and good for this connection. So yay. So I do feel like they want that with you. So I love that. They've accepted they may have some anger when it comes to relationships, maybe to some stuff in regards to their childhood, maybe in regards to previous relationships. Also, here's the thing, I don't want to like come at you guys and criticize you at all. They may have realized that they have some anger towards being controlled or being kind of pushed in this relationship. So they may get angry or push back if they're feeling rushed, or they're feeling like you're needing this relationship to go faster than they want. So they may have some anger in regards to being controlled or being like prodded a little bit. So it may be that they are maybe more of like an earth sign energy where they're like, I need to go at my own pace, don't push me. Let's see. And I said that to help you guys. All right. And this may not apply to all of you. So, all right. What they have realized about you is they would like to have their happy ending with you. So it does seem like with this marriage card and with everything they want to have with you, it does seem like they have realized they want for like a happily ever after with you. And they're very aware that it's going to take a bit to get there with the balancing act, and that they're needing to navigate this in an agile way in order to orchestrate this to work out in the best outcome for you guys. So that is also very cool. I'm going to pick this deck. What has your person realized about you? This Femme de Siècle card deck. They are, okay. So I wouldn't say they have no commitment issues. I would say that in the past, regardless, like maybe the way they viewed their parents' marriage or parents' relationships, it may be about how their previous relationships have gone, but it does seem like they are a little afraid without being controlled energy. They're a little afraid that marriage or relationship is a trap or a prison, or that they will get like locked in when it comes to that. So they're a little afraid of being trapped in commitment or imprisoned by commitment. But I do, and they're aware that they have this belief or this fear, but I'm also getting with the change card that they're very aware too that they want to change this belief. They're aware they would like to heal this belief. So that is something that's very important. So I do like that they have awareness around that. Okay. And what have they realized in regards to your connection with the Journey of Love and Journey of Love 2 cards? They're very aware of how passionate they are towards you. I do get the Fantasies card. I can't stop thinking about you touching me. I get the Eternally Yours Eternity card. They are very aware they would like to have eternity with you. So it does seem like they are very aware that they would like to have this. And this is beautiful, the I know we can do it card, wholeness. So it also seems like they're very aware that you guys can get to this Eternally Yours Eternity card. And even on this card, it's like wedding rings. So it does seem like they are very aware that they would like to get to that space with you. So they feel like, you know, that you guys can build towards that. What do they want to tell you at this time? With the Hermit card. Yeah, the I know you from somewhere card is a Six of Cups. So you get the Six of Cups twice. So it does seem like this is a connection that you've known for a while now or from the past. This is somebody that is either, you know, I don't feel like they've resurfaced recently, but I feel like that this is just a connection that you've been involved with for a while. It's not so new. And then the reach out card is the Ace of Swords for, I want to say the third time, maybe the fourth time. But it does seem like with this, they would love to have you reach out to them. They want you to talk to them. So that's beautiful. Wow. And again, Ace of Swords comes up. Okay, here's the fourth time. So here's Ace of Swords again. So the reach out card, the Ace of Swords card. So there's the two communication cards. And I even feel like you may have even gotten in here honest communication or heart-to-heart communication or that sort of thing. Yeah, this one. And then the what do you want? It seems like I feel like they know what you want. They know that you want a relationship with them, like a marriage relationship, an ultimate commitment. But I think this is more like, what does it look like to you? What does marriage look like to you? What do you envision for it? What roles do we have? What does it look like? Is it traditional? Is it more free-spirited? Do we have kids? Do we not? Like, where do we live? What do we do for work? So I feel like they want to know more about, like, what do you envision for this deeper commitment? What does it look like to you? So they want to know a little more details from you, because the more that you paint the picture of it, it might feel a little less conceptual to them and more realistic. And they may be like, oh, well, that's not scary. Well, that's okay. You know, and it might seem a little bit more like warm and fuzzy for them when they see the beauty of it, how you envision it. Yeah, again, I'm getting balance cards a lot in this connection, and I'm getting the balanced card here too, where again, they're emotionally wanting to find a balance. They're realizing that they want to have a balance. Also, it may be that they're not wanting to have they're wanting a true partner. They may not wanting to have like I'm caretaker to you, I'm taking care of you, I'm paying for everything, I'm taking you out, I'm doing all the things. They may be like, I want more of something balanced. What does marriage look like to you? What gender roles look like to you? That kind of thing. So I feel like they're looking to have a partner that's like an equal partnership. I get the Fear card. They're very aware that like love is scary to them. Commitment can be a little scary for them. They may have some fears carried over from past relationships, like we all do, from family dynamics. So they're very aware that they have this is a little commitment issue pile. Not severely, because they've definitely gotten at least to this point with you guys, which is pretty good. But it seems like they're aware that they have some anxieties when it does come to a deeper level of commitment. And then they're relaxed. Okay. And they're really, again, they're working on that. The change card comes up. So it's like they're working on the imprisonment fears. So I get the relaxed card. So they've done a lot of healing work. It seems like they're pretty far along in regards to their relationship anxieties. So that's actually pretty good. What does their higher self want to say to you in this? They're saying that they are listening to their intuition, which connects to the Moon card. So they are listening to their intuition here. It seems interesting because what they've been struggling with is that you may have been a surprise to them. They weren't really planning on having a connection that comes into their life that's so traditionally marriage focused. The "you're not part of my plan" card is like they may not have been expecting you or this relationship to go that far. And they may be struggling with the fact that this is a little catching them off guard. in a way. Maybe they had the belief that before you, they would be a bachelor or bachelorette for a long time, or they're not going to jump into another connection so fast, or they may have been struggling with the fact of like, you know, maybe I didn't really envision or see my life in this way, in this direction. This is strange. I didn't think that I would go this way or go here or there. So I feel like they may be trying to kind of work in their own mind in regards to like how this connection fits for them in regards to their life plan. They may need to know how you see that your life is compatible with them and their life and their wishes coming true in their dreams. Seems like what they've been realizing is they are very aware there are some burdens in their, with this card here. So it seems like they're very aware that their heart has been burdened by the stress. And it does seem like they have taken the time to look inward to really focus on how to move this relationship dynamic forward. It does seem like with the Sweet Dreams card and the Breathe In, it does seem like, again, they've made a lot of progress in regards to this. And I get the Taking Action card. So it also does seem like that they have made peace with themselves in regards to this enough so that they can take action and move forward with you. So it does seem like they have had that realization and they've done that inner work to that degree, which is good. So now as we wrap up pile 3, I'm going to get some advice cards for you in regards to this connection and how the angels or spirit can help you. So they're saying this is beautiful. Okay, so this is interesting actually. These piles are very similar and connected in regards to this. But what I get with the manifestation power card is I do feel like with this connection, what your advice is to really just manifest, you know, working through your own triggers when your romantic partner or your relationship dynamic is kind of like acting out of alignment or not really going as fast as you want it to go or as deep as you want it to go. So it's about manifesting your own healing and manifesting this relationship to transcend fears. Because I feel like both of you may be working through your own fears in this connection. And then the God box is basically, it says like write down any worries or concerns that you have about this connection and put it in a box where you're praying or you're turning it over to spirit or you're letting the universe take care of it for you to relieve your worries, knowing that like, you know what, I'm writing it down, I'm putting it here, and we're just going to be able to turn it over to spirit and feel peace of mind about it. So, and it's interesting because I feel like some of the other piles today also had these come up. Anyways, I hope that everything works out well for you in your connection. I do feel like this is progressing, even if it's going a little slower or not deepening as fast as you would like. I wish the best for you with your person. If you feel like this connection or this pile hasn't really resonated with you, feel free to pick another pile. And we have other readings as well. You can always pick from those. So either way, I wish you the best. And until next time, take care.